It's named for a strong wind that blows across the Mediterranean. On this edition of Test Drive, the Maserati Levante. With everybody and their brother jumping into the crossover market, it seems only fitting that Maserati join the fray. The Levante brings a classic Maserati style and character to a sea of bland mid-size luxury crossovers. Not only does it stand out from the crowd, it has the driving dynamics needed to back up its exotic looks. Now this Levante GTS is lavishly attired. This thing's got Pinot Fiore leather wrapping everything. It's got a great driving position, wonderful seats, a fully functional infotainment system, and a gauge package that puts all the right information front and center. The problem, however, is these paddle shifters are on the column and not on the steering wheel where they should be. Now on the track it's one problem, but in everyday driving, this paddle shifter gets in the way of the turn signal and wiper switch. Why? While there are V6 engines available, it's the Ferrari-based 3.8-litre twin-turbo V8 that's the better choice. In this application, it twists out an effortless 550 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque, anywhere between 2,500 and 5,000 RPM. The upshot is, each horsepower only has to motivate 3.9 kilograms of leather-lined luxury. Remarkably, the engine does not become temperamental when driven about town. It purrs along without feeling like it's bogging down. Now this engine works with an 8-speed ZF automatic transmission to drive all four wheels. Now this Levante GTS really is very fast indeed. 4.2 seconds to 100k, and it does the 80 to 120 passing move in 2.7 seconds, and the engine just keeps pulling. Of course, the fact that the exhaust note is intoxicating, well, you kind of find yourself trying to do it again and again and again. Under normal driving conditions, the Levante sends all of the power to the rear wheels. However, it is smart. When pulling away, it directs power forward to prevent the rear tyres from melting on a hard takeoff. In low grip situations, the system takes just 150 milliseconds to switch from rear drive to a 50-50 power split. In operation, the system is seamless. It also works with a limited slip rear differential and a brake-based torque vectoring system. By braking the inside wheels, it turns the Levante into a corner in a sharper manner. Now the beauty at the back end of this Levante does put a crimp in the function very slightly. You've only got 580 litres with the seats up, and when you fold them flat it goes to just over 1,600 litres. Now by way of reference, the Porsche Cayenne has 770 litres seats up and 1,700 when folded flat. All of that said, I'd take beauty over function anytime. The air suspension with adaptive dampers is comfortable when prowling suburbia. Switch to a twisty back road and it dials out all unwanted body roll. Factor in the sharp steering and the Levante devoured the pylon test. The air suspension offers a number of different ride heights. At speed it hunkers down to improve stability and aerodynamics. At the other end, the off-road mode jacks it up by 75 millimeters. Who is actually going to be silly enough to venture beyond a paved road is another question. The other driving modes include increased control and efficiency, or ICE. It's the best setting when purring about town. Find that twisty road and pick Sport. It firms the damping, brings the powertrain to a roaring boil, and makes the exhaust system bark like a rabid dog. In the Levante, Maserati have created a crossover that is distinctly different. It is expensive, but you know what? It is one sweet ride I wish I could put on my shopping list. I need to have a word when we get back, Brad.